Hello and welcome to Inside Corporate Troy. I'm Tara Thompson-Cusack, President and CEO of the Troy Chamber of Commerce, and I am very excited to introduce you to our guest today. But firstly, I would like to take a moment and thank our presenting sponsor, Trion Solutions. Stay tuned for our very first commercial break where you can learn how you can rely on Trion. I think I'm most excited about today's guest because I think this is an extremely great opportunity because we get to talk to rely on Trion itself. We get to talk to Craig here today at Trion Solutions. So Craig, thank you so much for joining us today.
I appreciate you having me. Pretty excited.
I'm a huge fan, obviously, so I can tell the world that we at the Troy Chamber already rely on Trion.
Yes, you do.
But if you wouldn't mind, why don't you talk a little bit about all the types of services and resources that Trion Solutions offers?
For sure, yeah. So Trion is a national professional employer organization. Our little acronym is PEO. I've never been overly excited about the acronym because it never really speaks to what we really do, right? So as you know, as a great client of Trion, what we are is we are a service provider to our clients here in Troy, Michigan, all over the country. And our goal is to be the backroom and support with a couple hundred professionals who have expertise in payroll, tax administration, employee benefit support and administration, workers' comps and claim administration, a whole team of HR experts and they're assigned to you, for example, as a client. And our goal is to support our clients in all the arenas of what you need to do to help run your staff without having to hire all these people in your organization and without having to invest in the technology that we can bring to the table. So it's really our goal is to be part of your team without investing in the team.
Well, you brought up technology. So talk me through some of these like kind of technology things that you were offering to your clients or what sets you apart, I guess.
Sure, I mean, that's a great question. So technology is one of the biggest drivers in human resources now. And what I mean by that is, for a long, long time, you know, Fortune 100 companies like our own Big Three and the IBMs of the world and the Googles of the world, were able to invest millions of dollars in technology for their teams to have electronic onboarding, electronic open enrollment for benefits, HRIS systems, portals where employees have self-service. So for example, this morning somebody at the chamber or another client of ours is going to say, boy, I had to change banks and I need to change my direct deposit. So for example, they can go in the Trion portal and do it electronically. It takes five minutes at best, and they've changed their direct deposit or they've pulled off a copy of their W-2. So for so long, only the largest companies were able to invest in that technology. What Trion has done is we've made that massive investment in technology. And then what we do is we provide it to our clients and their employees so they get the same type of self-service and tools for HR and HRIS that you might see at Google or Amazon or something like that.
I will say you made us feel a lot cooler. No, but you bring up a really good point. Time it's an investment, and when we're putting so much time into some of these paperwork and things that we really are not the experts in, it saved us a ton. I mean, the fact that I was able to hire someone new, send them a link, instead of saying, all right, did you print document number 60? Like it saved us so much time.
Nobody has to go through them all and say, geez, I don't have the I-9, I don't have the withholding statement.
And even record keeping itself, like we are able to keep all that with you guys, and I don't have to open and try to find my file key. That sounds silly, but it's one of those things.
Here's the other thing about technology that we see all the time. So we have a lot of clients in the community banking industry here in Michigan. And these are great banks. They're doing lots of lending to small business and medium-sized businesses around the state. But generally what they're trying to do is they're trying to get good talent for their small to mid-sized bank, and they're trying to recruit them away from larger banks. And there's a lot of folks that are looking to evolve and leave the larger banking industry and go to community banks. They like the culture, they like the growth opportunities. However, what they don't like is not having the tools that they had at a very large company.
Yeah.
So we have clients that own community banks and they say, you got to be with Trion, because what it allows me to do is go recruit a vice president from somebody like Comerica Bank that says, yeah, I'll come over, but I need the same level of benefits.
Yeah.
I need all the technology tools. I need the HR expertise. I want all that stuff at our 60 employee bank versus our 60,000 employee bank. And we give them the tools to do that.
All right, you mentioned benefits then. Let's talk benefits. What's going on with you guys?
Another big one. So, right,
I'm just like drilling you at this point.
And that's a great one. So one of the biggest challenges really for everybody in the country, and it's actually a hot topic if you were watching the vice presidential debate the other night, healthcare benefits is a big discussion still. And what Trion does is, so we go out to the community when our clients, and we give them benefits that we aggregate and buy as a large, massive national employer. And we extend those benefit offerings to our clients and give them the design power, the buying power, and then the options that you might see at a major company like General Motors, but we give that to clients, not unlike the chamber, with less than 20 employees. We give it to clients with 5 employees. But we also give it to clients with 5,000 employees, where they've got some additional buying power themselves, but the work involved in managing the entire employee benefit process for a 5,000 employee company is a lot. They shift the lion's share of that burden to our benefits team, and we have an expert there, experts, to give advice.
Lots of experts, I'll say that.
And they onboard them, and electronic onboarding. But the bigger thing is just, we go out and we negotiate with our carrier partners, and we're really excited, for example, with our partners going into 2025, it'll be our second year in a row where we've seen little to no increases in premium. So what it allows us to do, that's exactly the case.
That sounds unheard of.
It is unheard of. It is unheard of.
I was like, I don't mean to be that person.
The average benefit increases for employee health care nationwide are anywhere between 8 to 14% for 2025, and ours is almost 0. And we're very excited about that because we were 0, if you'll remember, for 2024, we were 0 last year.
Yeah.
So
that's incredible, though. I'm sorry. I'm like, that's like shocking to me.
It is. It's very incredible. But it's exciting for us because what it also allows us to do is give folks like the Chamber and our other clients the ability to have a Fortune 500 benefits they can offer to help recruit and keep talent without breaking the bank.
Well, and that's super necessary, as some of these really small businesses they can't afford it. I hear all the time of like, this is not a possibility for us. And hearing not a possibility, it's nice to know there actually is some possibilities.
And that's exactly right. Because what happens is when you can't afford it, but your employees need it, you continue to shift the cost to your employees. And you don't want to see that either, right? Because at some point, an employee says they have to make a choice between, do I take health care or I can't afford it? So, our goal is to be as competitive as possible and allow you to be as competitive as possible so you can have good benefits and it doesn't break the bank, not just for the business, but for the share that the employees have.
Yeah. Well, one thing I'd like to say is, like, obviously we're clients, so we know a lot of the employees here, but we've never had a bad experience. We always really enjoy calling. It's funny, like even we were doing some updates on our handbooks, and I'm writing it in rainbows and unicorns. They're like, that's great, not compliant. Let's try to do it. So just working with them and how wonderful they are, that's great. But being here, you just feel like it's a great, warm environment, and I think that translates out into our community as well. Why is Trion so dedicated to making, I would say, a larger impact within the local community, but also larger?
Sure. Well, so we've been headquartered here in Troy, for 15 years, and we love the community. We've got a great amount of clients, including yourself, right here in Troy. And the mayor's done an amazing job, in our opinion, with the business community.
We love Mayor Baker.
Right? He's done a great job. And really all the businesses here, and we've got some very long-term clients here in Troy, it's kind of almost like a family, in our opinion. And we're living in the backyard of our family, which a lot of them are our clients. We want to invest. We want to be part of the community. And we're very fortunate. The Troy Chamber does an amazing job. We belong to a number of chambers.
Yeah.
You guys are the fun one. You guys are the fun one, but you guys you do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And we don't always see that same return. You know, we belong to some great chambers, but we always don't see the same partnership return. So we're very excited about it. And it is, you know, this is where our headquarters is at. We've got operations around the country, but we really enjoy being part of Troy. We really do.
Well, I'm going to have to give Jeff a shout out in this moment. So Jeff Caponegro, we're going to see a commercial at the end of this interview anyways, but one thing that's so fun and unique is that you actually have your commercials not necessarily focused about you, but focused about the businesses that you're actually working with.
Sure.
And it's kind of great to hear a firsthand account from these businesses saying how great it is to work with you and what you've taken from them. But talk me through like how exciting that part of your job is to see all these happy clients.
So it's the commercial scheme that we've had now for over a year with our clients, and it was a brainchild of Jeff Caponegro. Yeah. And it's such a great one because nobody, you know, and candidly, it's not just us as a service provider, it's a lot of companies around the country.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody tells your story better than a happy client.
Agreed.
Right? So it was a great brainchild of Jeff's, and I got to participate in one of them with one of our local clients here in Troy.
I saw. You all can look for him in the commercials.
That's right. But it speaks, you know, we can't write a script well enough to talk about ourselves the way our clients talk about ourselves. So you've seen, you know, we've had a number of our clients do commercials, and I feel like when they talk, I feel like the value proposition, what we do for them, really comes through. And candidly, we couldn't have better cheerleaders than our clients, so it's pretty exciting stuff.
Well, I mean, good people stick together, so you probably have good clients because you're doing great work.
We've got some great clients, especially the Chamber.
Oh, thanks. Well, Craig, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
That's all we have here today on Inside Corporate Troy. Special thanks to presenting sponsor, Trion Solutions. This is the first time I can say that and be like, Trion Solutions. But stay tuned for the very first commercial break where you can learn how you can rely on Trion. That's all we have today. Have a great rest of your day. Bye now.
My name is Kamal Shohaib. I am the owner of Choice Properties and the Choice Group, and we do business in 5 states. We started dealing with Trion about 10 years ago, and they were highly recommended. We like to deal with companies that care about the community that they do business with, and we feel Trion does that because we witness the wonderful things that they do for the community on so many levels. And that is why we rely on Trion.
You can always rely on Trion.